Hey everybody, and welcome to Marvel Champions Experience. Marvel Champions XP for short. Yes, we have split a little bit. We have rebranded due to, I'm very bad with names, I'm sorry, one amazing commenter, who was like, I like your channel. I really do. I want to see it do better. You should split between this and your video game channel. So we now have two completely separate channels. We have Marvel Champions XP and Dpad Experience. If you also like video games, here's our free advertisement for Dpad Experience. Go check out Dpad Experience for your weekly video game news. However, we are now Marvel Champions XP, but, as I've said in many videos, I am normally pretty busy, so I try to make a bunch of videos and I set them to schedule. So I have, including this, I probably have at least an episode a week scheduled to post up until January. So, you're seeing things out of order. So the future videos will most likely still have the old logo and stuff until we can catch up. But hopefully that'll be soon. But right now it'll be January. All right. So my goal right now is to play a game with or at least record a game with every single hero. I have played Miles Morales before, but I haven't played him on video. So once I get to actually play once I have a video for every hero, I'll then give my own personal rankings on them. So I haven't yet made a video for Miles, and here we go. I'm trying to step out of my comfort zone a little bit. If you've seen a lot of my videos, I don't normally play leadership. I don't normally like leadership, but I'm trying something new today. And I'm posting this. The reason why I haven't posted this in January is because Mutant Genesis is still fairly new, so I want to give Sabertooth another run. I only played him the one time with Shadowcat, so give him another go. See how Miles can fare against him. I tried to make a video with Miles, but I had a really bad draw against Mysterio, so trying something new. I was also leadership, but now I was Justice last time when I tried. I didn't make a video for it, but I'm going leadership. But I'm barely going leadership. Here's what I'm going to show you. So here's what I mean. It's actually mostly gray. So I actually love this card, Go All Out. So we're going to see if we can get this to work. I think it's really low cost for what it can do, right? Especially Miles is 222. So we've got 2 copies of Go All Out, 2 copies of Meditation. We have 1 Helicarrier because we have expensive cards in here. So if we can get this early, we'll be set up. Now let's take a look at we have the 1 leadership card. We have Maria Hill, right? We're going to draw. We have a copy of Ironheart to draw. We have a copy of Nick Fury to draw. Now, my personal favorite, especially when we're doing some Web Warrior friends, we got a Warrior of the Great Web. We got a Web of Life and Destiny. If you know we're playing Web Warriors, you know I'm going to use Peter Parker, and I'm not playing him for my hand. So, Across the Spider-Verse to go with Peter Parker. We have a Ghost Spider. We have an Otto. We have a Spider. So, yeah, you know how that works, right? Spider with the Web of Life and Destiny plus War of the Great Web should really make a nice, really good combo. Then, in order to bring them back, we have 3 copies of Make the Call. To bring them back again, we have 2 copies of Rapid Response. Then we have 5 Resource Generators. The 3 basics, the 3 normal ones, right? And the 2 basic aspect ones, because I have a lot of basic cards in here. So I don't know if this is going to work, but we sure as heck are going to try it out. Leadership is not really my favorite thing to play. I don't know why. I just never... And it's not that there's nothing wrong with it. Just playing a lot of allies isn't really my play style. I would always really prefer to play events and things like that, but I just want to try something new. I want to try something completely new, step out of my comfort zone. Maybe I will find something that I've been missing that everyone else loves, because I know people like leadership, and leadership is actually very good solo. It depending on the character you use, it's one of the better solo aspects. So maybe I'll find something that I didn't notice before. I tend to use Justice and Protection. I would say leadership and aggression are my least played in general solo. And it's just leadership, I just find not my play style. Aggression, I think, is actually probably the hardest aspect to play when you're playing true solo, because it's hard, depending on the hero you're using, it's really hard to mitigate that threat damage on the main scheme. So, but maybe I'll make an aggression deck for my next video. I need to play Valkyrie, so I know she does really, like, she wants to play aggressive. All right, so we got our deck shuffled. I've already shuffled this, but I want to shuffle it on camera. All right, come on, getting this going. I hope everyone's doing well. It's gonna be Halloween in 2 days. I'm recording this on Saturday, the 29th of October. So 2 days. I'm going to be Luisa from Encanto. Should be fun. I got my costume. It actually looks pretty good. But you don't want to hear me talk. You want to see me play. All right. So we're drawing 6. We got our hit point dial set to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's see what we got. Oh my God. You've got to be kidding me. This is terrible. Okay. Okay. So I need these two. I'm tempted to hold on to the power in all of us and mulligan these. This sucks. This could have been really good. Yeah, let's mulligan these 3. At worst, I can use this to pay for something else. All right, so we need 3 more. Okay, that was a good call to keep the power in all of us. All right, what are we going to do? Getting Jefferson Davis sucks. He's the worst. So I don't mind using him as a resource. Giving up the web shot early. Is this going to stun him? Venom Blast. Is Venom Blast the stun? Yeah. Okay, we want to play that. There's a couple good cards in here we want to play. So I don't know how we do this. Like, we could use the power in all of us. We could use Jefferson Davis. Well, if we use Jefferson Davis to play a web shooter, that's a little more versatile, right? So this is 1, 2. Well, this is for this, so that would only be 3. I'm still missing 1 to pay for Nick Fury. And I really don't want to give up either one of these. This is really good. Like, what if I can get that spider going, the +1 attack is going to be really solid. But I think I got to give up Warrior of the Great Web. Well, if I'm looking to play Web Shot, I'm going to be stunning him anyway. So maybe that, I mean, I won't need him to chump just yet. Maybe I can hold on to him for 1 turn. So let's pretend I don't play Nick Fury this turn. All right. So let's say, oh man, but the power in all of us is really good to pay for that. So that sucks. I have nothing else to use to. All right, let's see. I use Jefferson Davis to pay for the web shooter. I'd still be short for that. I guess I'd have to use Nick Fury as a payment, which kind of sucks. Well, I also actually could use Nick Fury to help remove threat from there, which could force him into... That might not be that bad either. All right, so let's say I do give up Warrior of the Great Web. Let's take that route. I use Jefferson Davis to pay for the web shooter. I use the Web Shooter and Warrior of the Great Web to pay for Nick Fury. I hold the Web Shot, or do I draw 3 cards? I would love to stun him. I think I draw 3 cards. Let's play that out. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to use Jefferson Davis to pay for the Web Shooter. Right? It's coming in with 3 counters. And then I'm going to use Warrior the Great Web. I got to flip first. I'm going to use a Web Shooter, Warrior the Great Web, and the basic resource to get Nick Fury out. And I'm going to draw 3 cards. So we'll give you 3. I will draw 3 cards. So 1, 2, and 3. Well, this kind of sucks. Double life is really good. And in order for me to pay the Web Shot, I'm going to have to give up double life. Well, let's do this first. All right, what do I want to do? I'm going to... What happens when I change this? I just want to see. Oh, I have it on the wrong side. I'm sorry. Deal each player a face down encounter card. Okay. So maybe I don't want to flip this right away. Maybe I can just wait a turn. And maybe I don't attack. Have him hit Robert Kelly. Does he... Let's see. He would chump block. Robert Kelly would take some damage. And I guess that would be okay. And then I get to keep the double life, at least for a round. Right? And then I could probably discard these 2. I'd have the double life and the Web Shot in my hand. I think I want to try that. So, that being said, I did a lot of talking and not a lot of doing. Let's remove 2 threat. So bring this down to 1. And I think that's it. So I've lost both of my goal outs, which suck. But I'm going to discard these 2 and hold on to these 2 for the next turn. I'm not happy about it, but it's what I got to do. All right. We're drawing 3 more cards, so... And 3. I'm not getting the best draws, which is a little sad. So, deal 2 damage. If the enemy has a stun, deal 3 damage. Okay. All right. So, Sabertooth, what do you do? So, this is getting 1 threat on it. After resolving step 1 of the villain phase, deal 2 damage to Robert Kelly. 3 damage if there's at least 6 threat here, which there isn't. While Robert Kelly is attached, you can treat his thing as blank, so that's fine. He can't be healed. Nothing happens here. Sabertooth is going to activate against us. We will block right here. So that's 2. That's 3. Nick is gone, but we knew that was going to happen. But now he's going to, so after he activates, discard the top card of the encounter deck, heal damage equal to the number of boost icons. We don't have to resolve the star. It's just to heal, so he doesn't heal for anything because we didn't do any damage. Here comes our encounter card. Attaches Sabertooth. He gains piercing and spend a lot to get rid of it. So he's got +1 attack for the time being. All right. Would love to get this out to get Spider-Man in. So let's see if we can hold on to that. All right. I want to play Web Shot. I want to make sure he doesn't activate against me. So if I'm going to play Web Shot, I need to discard a card. And I think that card will be Ghost Spider. I think it's going to be Ghost Spider. And Yeah, let's make a ghost spider. So let's start there and then figure out this afterwards. Just double checking things. Do I want to give up double life? Let's see. That. All right. I want to, first things first, I want to stun him. So I'm going to spend Ghost Spider, spend a resource here. Excuse me. We'll web shoot him for 4 damage. So he takes 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just was reading things. Interesting. I could technically win with this in play, but Robert Kelly got to stay alive. So then I have activated the Venom Blast ability because I used the energy resource. Deal 2 damage to him and stun him. All right, so he's stunned. Now I have something else to decide. I could deal 3 damage to him, right? I could deal 3 damage to him. Then I'd have to use double life or across the Spider-Verse. I don't think this makes the most sense. So you will be a payment. Now, do I want to play double life or across the Spider-Verse? Change your form. If you paid for this, ready your identity. So let's see how that would work. I do a basic attack. I flip. I can shuffle 1 Spider-Man card back to my deck. I would then play this. No. I think it's going to make the most sense to use these 2 to, because at least we'd have an ally out. So we're going to use these 2 to pay for Across the Spider-Verse. So we'll exhaust Miles Morales. I always forget to do that. And we are going to search for a Web Warrior character. You know who we're getting. It's exactly why we put him in the deck. Peter. So we got a little Peter and Miles action going on now. And I think we want to flip him right now. I mean, not flip him. I think we want to get this out of the way. I mean, I guess we could let it roll for 1 more turn. Then Robert Kelly would have 5 health left after that. Or we can do it now and get 2 encounter cards. I think let's attack him. So we'll attack for 2. That would ready Spider-Man. And then attack again for 2, so that's 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we're done. We're ready up. We're going to draw up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Cool. Cool. Damn it. These are really good. It's going to be hard to decide what to do in the next turn. All right, we'll figure it out later. All right, this is going to go up to 3. Robert Kelly will now take 2 more damage. He's at 4. Sabertooth does not attack us. Here comes our encounter card. Deal 1 damage to Robert Kelly. You may exhaust your hero to prevent this. I will not exhaust my hero. Robert Kelly, you are taking a beating this game, and you have 5 health left. All right. He didn't activate, so we don't need to heal him. What happens to him? He just gains a tough on the next turn. Okay. All right, so this is why this is difficult. I would love to get Helicarrier out, right? In order to get Helicarrier out, and I really want to do this as well. after your hero uses the basic power, resolve the Venom Blast, and that could stun him again. So that would be tremendous. That would be tremendous. But in order to do that, I might have to give up the web shooter. Maybe I just don't. I was going to say don't do it this turn, but I don't want him to. I'm just trying to keep him from activating, right? That means I would have to give up the Web of Life and Destiny. And this is such a good card with the Web Warrior, friends I got going on. And this is a free play. So let's see. If I use this web shooter and this to pay for the helicarrier. Oh, you know what I could do? I can not play this web shooter. Like I can hold this for the next round. And then I could still get out the Web of Life and Destiny. Yeah. I wanted to play this as well. But maybe I actually could. Hold on, let's see. What if I used the web shooter to pay for this web shooter, right? Then this comes in with 3. Then I use one of these to pay for the hell. That's what we're going to do. Got it. Great. So we're going to use a web shooter. Well, we'll use a web shooter to pay for a web shooter, right? Sorry, I hit everything. So we use a web shooter to pay for a web shooter, right? That's number 1. The second thing that's happened, we're going to get a Web of Life and Destiny out for free because we have a Web Warrior out. Then we are going to use the web shooter and energy to pay for the helicarrier. Okay. And now, after you use the basic power, discard. This is an upgrade, so we'll throw this out right now. I always think cards like these are events for some reason. I don't know why. All right, so we're going to use a basic power. So we will attack for 2. Right? We're going to attack for 2. Then we will use the power within. Discard this. Resolve the Venom Blast ability, which deals 2 damage and stuns him. Okay, so he is stunned. And 2 damage. So phase 1 is done, right? He comes in with a tough now. And he has 15 health. Okay. Now what? Where are we? Okay. I will remove a threat from here. That means we are going to ready. So what does this now do? The first player detaches Robert Kelly from the scheme and takes control of him. Advance the main scheme to 2A. Got it. Face down encounter card. Let's see what 2B says. When completed. So if this threats out, we lose the game. We defeat Robert Kelly. Okay. We flip this. What does it say? Robert Kelly cannot be healed by player cards, so we can't heal him. After your hero defends against an attack from Sabertooth, spend 2 resources of any type and ready your hero. Okay. So this will play here. Also, what can happen is when an enemy resolves an undefended attack against you, deal that damage to Robert Kelly. So instead of us taking damage, Robert Kelly could take the damage, but I don't think I want to do that, especially since his health is at 5 and he only has 9 health. All right, so we're here. We'll attack for 2 to get rid of the tough, and I think we're done. Oh, wait, this only has 1 on it because it advanced. All right, let's ready up. We're drawing up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I just want to... I don't think I have any allies in here. You thwarted before. You have 1 health left. Oh, I have Gwen. I have Gwen in here, right? Yeah, and Nick. I have Gwen and Nick in here. If I want to make the call. I'm just looking to make the call. I have a couple things I can do. All right. That's for the next turn. But it is your turn. Let's give you some love right now. All right, so this is going to go up by 1. This is going to 2. You are going to not attack because you're stunned. We get 2 encounter cards right now. First one, he schemes. So he is scheming for 2. He's scheming for 4. So 4 plus 2 is 6. Well, that's terrifying. We went from 2 to 6 with 3 left and lose the game. The villain in each minion engaged with you attack you. And so he's going to attack us right now. All right. So what does this say? This says I can spend 2 resources of any type. I can defend and spend 2 resources of any type, and then I can negate it. Well, not negate it, but ready myself. So he's attacking for 3 at minimum. Plus that, let's say that's a 2. So he's attacking for 5. So I would take 3 damage. I could spend 2, make the call. Excuse me. But I don't think I want to do that. I'm tempted to... I'm actually looking at something right now. I don't know the answer to this. Make the call and Spider-Man. Pay the printed cost of an ally in any player's discard pile. I've never had to do this before. Printed cost is 3. Requirement. While paying for this card, spend the listed resources. I think I still have to do this when making the call. Okay, so making the call is useless for him. I could make the call for Gwen, right? That would still be 3. So it would be this plus 1, 2, and 3. I don't think making the call makes any sense right now. So I don't think I'm going to do any of... Oh, I forgot that I have these. Draw a card if you're in hero form. I might play like a double flip in this turn. I'm just looking at what I got. Do I want to block with Spider-Man right now? So if he does 5 damage to me, I'm assuming he's going to do 5 damage to me, right? That will leave me with 4 health. That will leave me with 4 health. If I flipped, and what can you heal for? For 4. It's actually not the worst to take the damage. So how would I play these? I would need a physical resource to pay for this, right? That could be the web shooter. But then I can't play this because I need... Genki Lee is a wild. I could use him to pay for the double life. Which kind of sucks because he seems kind of good. I definitely want to stun him again because he's pretty mean when he attacks. I'm doing all this to think about the next turn, but he's attacking me right now. I guess I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with Spider-Man. I'm just going to take the damage. So he's hitting me for 3. I was right. It was 100% right. It's 5 damage. So I'm down to 4. All right. So now it's my turn. And I think... Draw a card. I don't know what to do. Change form. If If you use a physical resource, ready your identity. I think... Do I really want to get rid of Genki Lee? I think I do. I think I do. I think I can do that. All right. So I've accepted that I'm going to lose Genki. And here's what we're going to do. Let's first... I'm looking to see what we got. We're going to flip. And we're going to heal for 4. Does it make sense to heal, actually? What do you do? 2 damage? I'm just thinking real quick. 2 damage. No, it does make sense. It absolutely makes sense. Okay, so we're healing. Now we are going to use double life. We'll use Genki as our physical resource. Okay? I think this makes sense. Because I need an energy to pay for the one on the left. Yeah, it's the only way that's going to work. I can't draw a card. I mean, I could draw a card there. And I need to use this now. Okay, let's do this. So we are going to use Genki to pay for double life. We're going to change our form. Since we use the physical resource, we're going to ready him. Oh, also, wait, pause. After you change into this form, we get to put a card from our discard pile. I just took back the Genki and the double life. Choose a card from our discard pile and put it back in. After your hero uses a basic power. I think I really want to put back the web shot. The only thing is, this one guarantees the stun. Oh no, not that one. The power within guarantees the stun. While the web shot, I need to have the energy. Although maybe I can save one for here. Yeah, I think we're going to roll the dice and hope that we have an energy resource to use it. I'm going to attempt to save the energy resource there for the next web, whatever thing I just put in. I think it does 4 damage. All right. All right, so we did that. We did that ability. We're going to use Genki to pay for double life. We use the physical for that, so we're going to flip and ready. Okay. Now we're going to... Oh, it's got a lot of threat. Okay, we will remove 2 threat from here, bringing it to 4. We will use Spider-Man to deal 2 damage. That readies Miles. Since Spider-Man's going away, Web of Life and Destiny triggers, and we draw a card. What the hell is this? Remove 4 threat from a scheme. Oh, cool. It's actually pretty good. And then resolve the Spider-Man's camouflage ability. Give a tough and confuse. Can I do all of these? Holy shit, I can. All right. One at a time, Rick. We are going to use 1 web shot. That's for our energy. Make the call, that's 2. Sorry, 1 web shooter for our energy. Make the call, that's 2 to pay for the web shot. That's 4 damage. And we are going to, okay, 4 damage first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Resolve the Venom Blast, deal 2 damage, and stun him. Then we are going to use the Helicarrier to reduce the call for this by 1. To reduce this cost by 1, we have the mental resource, so we're going to remove 4 threat from the main scheme. And we are going to trigger his Spider Camouflage ability, which gives us a tough and confuses him. And now we'll attack for 2. I actually think we could have won the game already had I known we were going to get that hand. Because remember, I healed and I removed the threat. We've been close. We've been close to winning. But all right, we're in a good spot. We're ready up. We're going to draw up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now it's your turn. So this is going to go up by 1. You're going to attack me, but you're stunned. Here comes our encounter card. Attaches Sabertooth. Sabertooth gains Stalwart. This character cannot be stunned or confused. So here's a rule that I learned. When things like Stalwart get attached, they lose anything they have on them. So he loses his Confuse, which sucks. But that's okay. I think we're about to win. All right. Our turn. He has 5 health left. Oh, shoot. That would have been awesome right there. But no bueno. I can't stun or confuse him. That would have been really good. That would have won right there. But I still think we can win. Yeah, we can win. Awesome. All right, so we're going to use the Power Within to pay for Otto, coming in with 2 health. We're going to use Strength to pay for Spider, coming in with 2 health. We are going to attack for 1 with Spider, attack for 2 with Otto, so that's 2, 3, you're dead. Attack for 2 with Spider-Man, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Taking his health down to 0. We did it! Cool. Wow. Miles. That was impressive. So I know a lot of people have been having some issues with Sabertooth. You know, and I will say that I did get some lucky draws. Like, I didn't get Mystique. I didn't get a lot of the Brotherhood. Okay. So I had some lucky draws. However, you know, like, let's take a look at what actually happened. His main thing that people struggle with is his healing, right? He just heals like crazy. Miles was completely able to negate that. I kept this dude stunned for a majority of the game. So he was not able to get out his key ability that I know people have been struggling with. I know another thing people have been struggling with is his modulars, Mystique and the Brotherhood, but you know, you can only play what's drawn. But even if I did draw, I mean, I had these 2 things on me as well, but you know, he was stunned a lot. So if you can stun Sabertooth and just keep him from activating, half of his kit is gone, right? His force response of healing is completely negated if you can keep him from activating. But that was really good. This is a really weak leadership deck. I barely used any leadership cards, right? But that was good. Miles is crazy strong. You know, he can confuse. He can stun on command. He can, if you can get him to flip, he can put his cards back into here. I was a little scared to flip on him because even if I had the threat down to 0, any activation from him, so him scheming would cause him to heal. So I didn't want to deal with that. But, you know, I let Robert Kelly take some damage at first. I thought that was really good. I thought this was a really good game. Miles is very, very, very strong. He's probably off the top of my head, I'm going to need all the heroes down to take a look at it. I mean, he's got to be A tier. You know, my personal S tier characters are, you know, Doctor Strange, Venom. Who else do I have in S tier? That's it off the top of my head. Just instant name. Probably Ghost Spider. For me personally, I love the way she plays. But Miles is close. He's actually really close. He's at least at minimum A tier. Awesome, awesome character.